We have lost the bride. The mixture that is ongoing now, that you will see a poster, you will see 3 Babalawo, and then you will see 3 Mamalawo, and then in the middle of it, they will throw in one genuine believer, so that they will make sure that effectively you are cordoned. No matter how much truth you bring on the platform. And do you know the terrible thing? The bad ones, these guys that are after the order of Shechem, the daughter of Jacob, is called Dinah. In Genesis chapter what? 34. Is it 34? Yes. Genesis 34, if I remember. This Dinah that Jacob had from Leah went to see the daughters of the land. And Shechem, see the daughters of the land? Yes. 34 verse 2 says, and when Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her and lay with her and defiled her. Let's go on. And he so clave unto Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, and he loved the damsel, and spoke kindly unto the damsel. You see, this Shechem that you are seeing here now, his grandchildren, they are among us today. And many of them have microphone on pulpit. Have you noticed that most of the erroneous preachers, they are the lovey ones. They are the preacher of love. They are the ones who always say, the reason why the church is not seeing revival is because we are divided. We are divided. If we love one another, it is because we are divided. Because God has given different people different things, and then, so you see one silly one that is out there. Everything that happens, he is very quick to do solidarity. See young men that are coming up, and there are people that are trying to tear them down in Africa, and he will do everything possible to find your phone number. Young men that are coming up and send you a message. That's why they are doing birthday wishes for him. There are things. Hello, he came around. Is Shechem. Oh, don't worry. You will see where I'm going. When Shechem spoke kindly unto the daughter of Jacob. Can I tell you something? Have you ever read of Dinah's wedding? Do you know her husband? You don't understand how serious this matter is that I'm dealing with. This young lady here. This guy took this young lady, defiled her, and we don't even let her go home. Let's read. Give it to me. And Shechem spake unto his father Hamor, saying what? Get me this damsel to wife. Let's read on, because of my time. And Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah his daughter. Now, his sons. The sons of Jacob were with his cattle in the field. This Jacob has men servant, women servant, headsmen, but his sons were doing business on the field. And their sister was being molested. Now is in the house of a strange man. But they are on the field. Now, Jacob was not happy. But the Bible said Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah his daughter. Now, at this time, the sons were doing business. Now, his sons were with his cattle in the field. So Jacob did what? Held his peace until they were come. So how long will Jacob continue to hold his peace? Until they returned. So the misunderstanding in the landscape might be that Jacob is such a wonderful person. He did not even say anything. They will not understand that the reason for Jacob's silence is the absence of sons. Because a man who has as many sons as Jacob has should not be the one haggling with the enemy at the gate. That's why you have them in your quiver. They say, blessed is that man. Are you with me? Are you with me? That man is blessed. He cannot be Jacob's lot at this stage for him to still be the one contending with the enemy at the gate. The sons that should do it, they have all become businessmen, Yahoo boys. Is it wrong to take care of cattle? No. But at the expense of what? Dinner. I'm preaching in English, so it makes sense. So Shechem had dinner for dinner. Excuse me, sir. When some of you are still young, you are trying to fall in love. Things have changed now because you have WhatsApp and all of that, and you people. Back in our day, you have to make physical appearance. Now, if you are going to the house of a damsel that you are eyeing, and you realize that this damsel has 10 elder brothers, like 10. 10 elder brothers. You know, when you are coming there, you will look at yourself, you will say, to knock at that gate. To knock. 10 brothers that are older than her. At least 10 of them were older than her. Maybe it might be Jacob, it might be Joseph and Benjamin that might be younger. I don't remember anymore. But we are looking at like 10 young men in one compound, surrounding one beautiful damsel. That lady should be the most protected girl there is in the territory. But it was not meant to be. Because the boys were irresponsible. They went AWOL. And the thing that they went to do, servants could do it. But the thing that only sons could do, that servants would not do, was left undone. While they were attending to jobs that servants could do, there were jobs that only sons. It is a place of sons to contend with the enemy at the gate. That's not a servant's job. The thing they went to do was not bad, but it was a servant's job. And that is what is going on right now. A lot of sons have taken the job of servants. And so Shechem is pillaging our rank. The bride of Christ is bleeding. And in many instances has been strangled. You don't understand what happened here. Do you know that that day that Dinah went out, she didn't return? And for as long as the sons of Jacob were away, Dinah was in the house of this guy, Shechem. That's how long it took, and we don't know how long. Let's read on. Where I'm going is, we are almost there. And Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out unto Jacob. Can you imagine the audacity? Why do you think he had the confidence to go out to Jacob? Because Jacob did nothing. So they said, since the last 7 days that this girl has been here, nobody has come here to say, how far now? What's going on? So it was convenient for Hamor, the father of Shechem, to now walk up to Jacob and say, my in-law, please give me the script. Give me the script. Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out unto Jacob to commune with him. And the sons of Jacob came out of the field when they heard it. And the men were grieved. And they were very wroth because he had wrought folly in Israel in line with Jacob's daughter. Which thing ought not. There are things that ought not to be done. Bro, I know it's 2025, but there are things that ought not to be done. It ought not to be done. Let's read on. Let's read on. Let's read on. Because and Hamor communed with them. This is where I'm going. The soul of my son Shechem longs for your daughter. I pray you, give her him to wife. Let's go on. And make ye marriages with us. Make ye mixture. That's what they are proposing. Make ye marriages with us and give your daughters unto us and take our daughters unto you. Let's go on. No. And ye shall dwell with us, and the land shall be before you. Land that they've already given them. They are still acting as if they are the ones that will give them right over the land. The land shall be with you. Dwell and trade therein, and get you possessions therein. I'm still going. And Shechem said unto her father and unto her brethren, let me find grace in your eyes, Shechem. And what you shall say unto me, what? I will give. Let's go on. Ask me never so much dowry and gift. I will give according as you shall say unto me. But give me the damsel to wife. And they are negotiating over the bride of Christ. Like this now. Are you going to take the dowry or the damsel? That's the big question here. They say, give us the damsel, take the dowry. Give us the damsel, take the dowry. What do you think will happen when Dinah is married to Shechem and they start giving birth to children? What are these children? Who are they? There are people that have come into the church. Men that now sit, that have hijacked the bride of Christ. These men are not of us. And this unholy alliance, this unholy marriage has given birth to an aberration. The things that we have given birth to in many places and instances as church now, when God looks from heaven, he cannot recognize it. Is a complete anathema, because the mother is Israel, the father is Shechem. What did they give birth to here? What did you give birth to here? And this is the bad thing with mixture. You see, at the time you are doing the mixture, the lines are clear. You can tell that this one is Israel and this one is Shechem. When the two come together, what they will give birth to will not have a name. So when you hear people say, but are you saying that? Every time that you say, you teach a wrong emphasis. And we are trying to say, and you say, but are you saying that? That is the voice of this mixture. That's the product of this mixture. Many of you are not even aware. Some of you, the bulk of your theological base is the result of the marriage between Shechem and Dinah. And you know why it succeeds? Because sons are distracted. You know how this matter was resolved? It was the sons of Jacob. Bad boys. You remember them? Levi and Simeon. They say, if people are not like us, so you are not like us. You have to circumcise yourself. If not, we cannot do this. We cannot do this thing. They circumcised themselves. Bad boys. The Bible said they waited for the third day. The third day. When the pain is at its peak. Now, I don't have time. Do you know what it means? Do you know how determined these Shechemites are? That as adults, do you understand what it means to circumcise an adult? If you were old enough to know when you were circumcised, your parents didn't try. That's all I will say. Like I'm talking to you about, they say all your men, even those that are already married, because this thing is an intertribal thing, in order you have to be. And I didn't have the time. Shechem said, can you give him that verse in the ESV? When he said, never ask me so much dowry. That is, what they are saying is that no matter how much money you need, I will give you the money if only I can have the soul of your daughter. Many people have collected the money and they have sold the church. Ask me for as great a bride price and gift as you will. I will give whatever you say to me. Only give me the young woman to be my wife. You may not be aware. Satan is willing to pay you any price. If only to infiltrate our ranks. Some people have collected money and they have sold dinner. So suddenly now, they will now, now everybody is talking money. That if you don't have money, you can't do ministry. If you don't have money, you don't have influence. If you don't have money, you cannot preach on behalf of the church. If you don't have money, if you don't have money, if you don't have money. The fathers that went ahead of us, it was not by money they did it. They had power with God. The place where they did not have influence to do a Luther, angel went. It was angel that they didn't lobby to get Peter out of jail. It was angel that went to bring him out. And when that Herod was becoming too much, it was angel that shut it down. They did not know somebody that knows somebody. Their voices may not have been heard. Do you know how Constantine became a Christian? We do as if we live in a vacuum. This thing did not begin with us. We are not the first generation of Christians. This gospel has gone and gone and gone 2,000 years before we came along. It's too late in the day to rewrite the books. It's too late in the day. Many of us have collected the money, the dowry, and we have lost the bride. The mixture that is ongoing now, that you will see a poster, you will see 3 Babalawo, and then you will see 3 Mamalawo, and then in the middle of it, they will throw in one genuine believer, so that they will make sure that effectively you are cordoned. No matter how much truth you bring on the platform. And do you know the terrible thing? The bad ones, these guys that are after the order of Shechem, and that play to the gallery of Shechem, they know how to talk kindly. They are not like us. They love everybody. They accept everybody. But can I tell you something? There's usually only one way to be right. And there are many ways to be wrong. That's why it's not a big deal. Because there are many ways to be wrong. One of the ways to be wrong is to say, I believe in God, and I also believe in Shongo. You are wrong. Notwithstanding that believing in God is right. The moment you add something to it, you are wrong. So if you now say, but what do you believe that they don't believe? Many of you, you may not be aware, many of you, they are haggling over the value of your soul right now, as I'm talking. Some people want to sell, some people want to buy. And the people who want to buy, I say, no matter how much you want, I will pay. Just give me the girl to wife. Do you know what they are trying to do? Is mixture. So that when we marry this girl, the thing that God wants to do by a distinct people, those people will no longer exist. When it is time, in order to create distinction, it will be impossible to draw the line. How are you going to draw the line? Will you draw it through? Somebody said, and say, half of you is this. That's what has happened. And the bad part is that there will be strands of the genetic makeup of Zion in it. But the Bible says these people, they hold the truth in unrighteousness. It's mixture. It's the reason why we shout the way we shout. There's the sanctity of the gospel. This thing that was preserved by the blood of saints, martyrs, and prophets of old. In order for it to get to our day, may it not scatter in our hands. Come out from among them and be ye separate. Ye that bear the vessels of the Lord, and I will accept you. It's not enough to say, but we are half Israelite. It's not as if. It's not. The negotiation is, I will give you money. Give me the bride. Many people have sold the church for money. Some people have sold their voice for money and influence. You know what those people say? They say you can trade among God. You can belong. You don't understand the pressure. You see, they are ministers. Sometimes even they're jostling and hustling to snap picture with people so that you can flash it on stage. They say, you are now playing with the big boys. And it will improve and increase your GP. Merchants you are. Merchants. Merchants. It is mixture of a demonic sort. And God insists that we be separate. Hello? This line that we are called to walk in is straight and narrow. And there are many things that are not admissible on this track. This highway. You see, when they said to them, no matter how much dowry you ask for or bride price, they even say you can ask for gift. Have you heard that kind of thing before? Gift. But somebody say, give me this and this as gift. It's requested, but they call it gift. Is that what some of your pastors are doing these days? Put pressure on church members to buy them Lexus for their birthday. Then they'll come off stage and pretend surprise. Hey, you didn't need to do this. I didn't need. Requested gift. Gift out of pressure. In fact, some of the time, that Lexus, they never pay for and finish. Mixture. You may not get it, but I'm saying that there is a church that Jesus Christ died to sanctify. And that church is not available for sale. It's not available for sale. The brothers of that young lady, Dina, they used the wrong means to achieve a righteous end. We are not of their number. We use the righteous means to achieve the same righteous end. It is that our daughter cannot be here. Do you know what happened? When they finally killed those men of the city, and then that was when they were eventually able to go and get their sister out for the first time. Since that day that she casually went away from home just to see the daughters of the land. Then when they came back, Jacob said, hey, whoa, what have you people done? All these people now are going to be incensed against me. Do you know the response of Dina's brother? They say, she should not have treated our sister like a harlot. We don't care. Do you know what God did? God caused the fear of Jacob, his terror, to fall upon all the neighboring country, almost as if to put a stamp of approval on the insistence of the brothers of Dinah that our sister cannot be married to a bloody heathen. We will not allow the mixture. God put fear. So instead of Jacob to be terrified, the nations around were terrified of Jacob. After his sons went and killed, because they were outnumbered. If all the nations around say, hey! But you know what God did? God caused the terror of the camp of Jacob to fall upon those nations after the sons of Jacob had killed the men of the city, including Shechem and Hamor, and destroyed them. To give you some kind of idea that God really did not want Dinah to have been married to that person. As it is spiritually, so it is naturally. I pray here. Bro, when the Bible says you should not be unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Are you with me? Are you with me? Oh, don't marry from this land though. Marry from Zion. Don't marry from here. Marry from Zion. I'm going to say it again. Don't marry from here. Where should you marry from? Zion. And however long you need to wait until the Zionite comes, please wait. Are you there? Please wait. I know people that have gone into marriage and it's not 1 year, and they are saying, it is better for me to be single than to be in this thing. When they were single, they could not imagine that a bad marriage can be worse than being single. This is one place where I can say to you, take my word for it. Don't find out. Please, don't find out. Don't go and find out, say, that's how they be talking. Okay, let me marry first and find out. Please, don't take my word for it. There are many marriages that are worse than being single. Don't go that route. Wait until the Zionite comes. Because we are Zionite. We don't marry from here. We marry from Zion. Our citizenship is from heaven. From there also we await the Savior. Even Christ our Lord, who shall change our vile and mortal body to be like unto his glorious body. That's where our citizenship is from. That's where we marry from. We send home in order to find a spouse. We don't marry from here. Because God has said, come out from among them. Be ye separate. So even though we live here, we don't marry from here. And no matter how much money you bring, we are not giving you our sister. No matter how much you bring, we are not giving you our sister. We will not sell our voices for a piece of bread. If God makes you pastor over 13 people, carry them righteously to heaven. If that's all you do. Seekest thou great things for thyself? Seek them not. There is a God who comes to a man and says, me, I will make your name great. And there are people who are saying, let us make a name for ourselves. Those, you know, there are pastors' conference, ministers' conference, where they teach you how to make a name for yourself. And some of you are paying money to go there and learn. See, there's a way to tweak the algorithm. There's a way to use AI. There's a way. Some of them, even there's a way to name drop. You know name dropping? You know name dropping? Name dropping is when you preach, you drop people's names that are influential, that are prominent, and you talk to them in positive light. So that the people who already like them will extend that like to you. Say, you like our papa. Now this kind of people we like, Joe. So next time when your video pops up on their feed, you are a rogue. You are a rogue. Take the dowry and give us dinner. That's what is going on. And that exchange for many people has been complete already. Then don't start with the chop. They have collected bride price. God gathered people for you to pastor. You sold them. Because you sold your conscience. And now, what is coming out now is a result of the marriage between Babylon and Zion. That's why it's very difficult to see Jesus on our streets. Come to church Sunday after Sunday, midweek after midweek. Yet, you know the reason? Because many of what we have become is a result of mixture at the back end. The people are speaking, but they are not speaking for one. And so the thing that comes out of it is contaminated. It's polluted. But this evening I want to commend you to God. And I want to commend you to the word of his grace that is able to build you up and to give you an inheritance among them that are separated. That's the word for sanctified. Them that are separated. There's an inheritance for those that are separated. That's going to be the framework, because that's supposed to be my message this evening. I've not gotten there. I've not even touched on the love issue. So we'll do it on Sunday. And we'll still use the life of Abraham. We're starting from the spiritual. We come to the practical. There's an inheritance for them that are sanctified. That sanctified means separated. I've not dealt with you. You see, when God separated Abraham, there were inheritances that came with it. There's an inheritance for the separated. See, I commend you to God and to the word of his grace that is able to build you up and give you an inheritance among all them that are sanctified. Bro, this evening, if you have followed me to this point, if you've enjoyed to this moment, I want to believe that you have a commitment to be separated. And there's an inheritance, there's a blessing for them that are separated. In fact, in Deuteronomy, right, 33, you remember the blessing of Joseph? They said, let this blessing come on the head of him that was separated from his brothers. There is a blessing for the separated. And that's how I want to end tonight. We will bring a blessing. Because God will put a distinction between them that serve him and them that serve him not. You can win by righteousness. You don't need dowry from Shechem in order to get by. You don't need dowry from Shechem. There's an inheritance. There's a blessing that comes on the head of those that are separated. Oh, even though you suffer for a season, he says, eventually he will establish you. He will cause you to be grounded and he will cause you to prosper. Oh, Joseph was the one that was separated from his brothers. But there's a blessing for them that are separated. Can you rise to your feet? It's been a long day, but now you need to gather the last dredges of your strength. And don't lose concentration in this hour. It's a long journey to this point. We yet have a long way to go. But this is a good place to break camp. Oh, I separate myself unto you. Not just from the world, but to the Lord, to the Lord, to the Lord, to the Lord. Sister, it's a good place, it's a good time. I separate myself from the world unto you, Jesus. You want to pray because there is a response from heaven. There's a blessing for them that are separated. There's an inheritance. It's the inheritance of the saints in light. I separate myself. I wanted to say something to the Lord by way of a commitment by his grace as we wait for feedback from the heavens. There will be answers. God has not called the sons of Jacob to seek him in vain. For we will seek him and we will find him when we seek him with all our hearts. I separate myself unto you. Whatever I cannot get by righteousness is not mine. I separate myself unto you. I will live and I will cleave. I will live and I will cleave. Avina Sayaborakwa Tabalaske. Please talk to the heavens. Send something upwards that God can respond to. Online, on site, inside, outside. Can you have a time alone with the Lord? Even though you are in the midst of people. Maybe God is calling back a commitment to you. And you say, Lord, I'm sorry. I've started violating the terms of that commitment. I'm sorry. I bind myself to a perpetual obligation to live in line with the instructions you have given to me. By your grace, I will not fail, I will not falter. Sister, talk to him, talk to him, talk to him. Avini Sayaborakuta Mambo. Eveve atasa sabo. Riakemeta halabo. Abradadile kaparatu asadi ataga. Mambre keskeberatu kafada. Areso se la kali. Bombo yatasalia. Look unto Abraham your father. I called him alone. I called him alone. I called him alone. Aviemo saya de la godabarato. Manfetes cabo. Ifaratu kabilata. Bradia caparato kovo taya. Bambo sasayate. Igrene